Give me my wallet. I'm really getting pulled over by a tank right now.
Yes, sir.
You know, the Supreme Court actually ruled that you're legally allowed to flick off police officers.
Okay. That's not what we're going to talk about it. Do you have your license? Who's on it? Signal 10? Not this? Okay.
You got my wallet?
Let's step back here between the headlights, please.
Wow. You don't have to show him your ID.
Yes, she does. Come over here. Stand right here between the headlights, please. Mr. Jewell, please stand between the headlights.
I'm getting...
Stand between the
Yes,
headlights
yes,
where
sir.
I told you
Yes,
to.
sir. Yes, sir.
If I have to ask you again,
Yes, sir.
you will be put in handcuffs and arrested
Yes,
for
sir.
resisting. Do you understand
Yes,
me? Look at me. Do you understand
I will
me?
comply.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Jewell, the reason that you're being stopped is for improper hand signal, which I don't know anything about a Supreme Court ruling that you can flick a cop off. What I do know about that extending your arm out the driver's side window of a vehicle and flicking somebody off is an improper hand signal. There are legitimate hand signals to use.
I wasn't trying to...
Stop, stop. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
done, okay? There's legitimate hand signals to use when you're driving.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
fine, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's why you're being stopped. The other reason that you're being stopped is because it appeared that the young lady was giving you fellatio while you were driving. So we're going to investigate that, and we're going to address these issues. And if it's not an issue, then we'll be on our way. But that's what we're
She
investigating.
was sleeping, and whenever we drove by, y'all have open air. One of the dudes who was in a car next to us said, "Oh, that girl's f***ed up," because he saw her laying down. I will swear on God that she wasn't doing that, especially in such a high traffic area.
Well, that's definitely what it appeared to be. So that's
See,
why you're being stopped
for me,
today.
I was recently on the ballot for city commission here in Gainesville,
Okay.
and I was surprised because I thought this was a safe community, that we needed tanks to drive down our streets. I mean, I thought that we basically, I thought this was a safe community. I didn't know we were in Iraq. I'm a Navy veteran, by the way. So that's why I was so surprised to see a tank drive down my own neighborhood street. I mean, that's my big issue.
Address, sir?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
You already talked to him about the sexual act?
Yes. I explained to him why he's being stopped.
Anyone could have seen
Is
that
there
wasn't
an
happening.
number?
Yes, sir.
I understand that you have like sunflower seeds
I'll spit 'em out.
something in your mouth. Please do your best not to spit them at me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
I mean, no
What's the
disrespect.
apartment number?
I mean, no disrespect.
Can you arrive further on signal 28 for GPD?
Sir, I can tell you 1,000,000%.
Yes, sir, now. You were just flicking us off.
I don't think a tank should be driving down my neighborhood streets.
I'm asking what the subject is doing.
That's an armored vehicle. That's not a tank.
You're telling me this isn't a tank?
You were in the Navy,
Yeah.
and you think that's a tank.
You telling me something like this doesn't go to Iraq?
Film after your video. You think that's a tank.
They're telling me that this right here is not a tank. He told me to do that. He told me to do that.
It's called an armored personnel carrier.
It's called a what?
Armored personnel carrier. And I'm going to tell you what.
It's basically a tank.
I don't mind you recording that, but you're not going to point it at me because there are firearms, one-round firearms, that are made at devices like that. So if you want to film all of us, I don't mind that, but we'll set your camera up where it can film all of us.
Yes, sir.
All right? You want to sit right here? And it'll face this way where we're all talking.
Can I just point it at me?
That's fine.
Okay.
You're not going to point it at me, though. That's the safety.
Okay. I can swear on to anything. Put me on a polygraph. Wasn't no one giving anyone. I'll tell you that. I know that's what he said.
That's what all of us thought.
Come on. Was she moving? She was sleeping there.
It's coming in out of your lap. It's just flicking us off.
Oh my God. That's so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Carol. They think you were giving me ridiculous. Do you see my pants? I don't even have a boner. Like, like I'm literally flaccid right now. I mean, this is ridiculous.
How long were you in the Navy?
3 years.
What did you do in the Navy?
Air traffic control. I'm honestly in shock right now. One, that there's a tank in my neighborhood.
You went to University of Akron?
Well, I live on 13th, which is connected to university. So I'm one, surprised that a tank is required in my neighborhood, which I thought was a safe place. And two, that I would be accused of something so lewd and lascivious.
But you got to realize, that's what you're doing.
I,
In conjunction with an individual who thinks it's appropriate to flick people off, particularly law enforcement, on a public roadway, you got to think, this guy ain't in his right mind. Why is he-
my feelings were directed towards this vehicle.
You know that vehicle saved multiple lives in the county you live in?
Saved lives.
Yeah.
How so?
The bullet impact on the other side of the
How has this saved lives?
We didn't get shot.
That's how it saved our lives.
You were shot on university? Like where civilized people live?
I'm just telling you that it stopped bullets from killing me. So that's how it saved our lives.
I think it's more like a show of force. It looks like a show of force to me.
So when somebody decides to go freaking out of control with a firearm at a UF football game where there's hundreds of thousands of people at,
Y'all got snipers.
you're in the Navy. Come on, brother.
Like y'all don't have a sniper.
Honorably discharged.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. We can go back to my... Take pictures of this!
You're recording it.
I need a good angle. My good side. I'm literally in shock that I got pulled over by a tank.
I was just shocked when I saw what appeared to be you getting dead and the vehicle going up.
Come on, bro. Me and you both know that's not what was happening.
Now you're telling me I'm lying.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying you know that didn't
The
happen.
guy who has the mindset to flick off the law driving down the road telling me that I'm lying. It's more of an instigated thing.
Man, this is so ridiculous. I understand y'all could be offended that someone could not like the fact.
Not a violation of court statute.
What statute?
Sexual 18.
Oh, you know that didn't happen. You know that's ridiculous. Well, folks, welcome to America. You drive down the road, you see a tank, and then this tank pulls you over and claims that you are performing a sexual act. This is insane. This is what it's come to. This is America. This is disturbing, really. And in the safe community of Gainesville, Florida, the safe college town of Gainesville, Florida, we have a tank, or as they refer to as an armed personnel carrier, and they need to pull me over for an alleged sexual act. This is insane. And actually, I wish that I could go back right now and find the gentleman that were walking beside us that said, oh dang, she up because she would look like she was sleeping next to me, and I told her she said that. I told her they said that, and we laughed about it. So before they try to accuse me of anything ridiculous, you know, I guess this is sometimes what the police have to do. Whenever you haven't committed a legitimate crime, they have to accuse you of crimes. You know, this is ridiculous. I just got pulled over by a tank. I'm still in shock. I don't know what to think. Tell me what a police state looks like. This is what a police state looks like. Tell me what a police state looks like. This is what a police state looks like. Y'all paid by the hour, huh? This overtime, something, right? Y'all working an extra shift? Making some extra money? Yeah, they're filming. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me what a police state looks like. This is what a police state looks like. What? Yes, sir.
Right, here's the deal. I'm Sergeant Davis from the Alaska County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So you know, left hand out the window while you're operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway, particularly with your middle finger up in the air, directed at anybody, that's considered an improper hand signal. Hey, you're not going to be cited for that, but you are going to be issued a warning. When you're driving a motor vehicle on a public roadway, what do you need to be focused on?
The road.
All right, which is straight ahead of you, right?
Yes, sir.
Not off to your side with one hand on the wheel and your other hand out the window.
Yes, sir.
Focusing on over here. That's an unsafe driving habit. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The answer is yes. It's also not good for a female passenger to have her head in your lap. Whether you say she's asleep, she says she's asleep, whatever it is, for everybody in this vehicle, it looked like something else. It looked like a sexual act on a public roadway occurring on a driver who's operating a motor vehicle. Does that make sense?
It doesn't. That's the part that honestly makes the least amount of sense to me, because that's so clearly what was not happening. She was still not moving, and I could understand how her laying there could be perceived as unsafe, but the implication
How
of
is that passenger supposed to be seatbelted into the front seat?
She was seatbelting.
I'm asking you how she's supposed to be seated in the front seat.
Oh, upright possibly.
Probably.
The seat appears as if it's designed to be for the rider to sit upright.
There you go. You're on the right track. Here's what's going to happen
picking
today.
up what you're throwing
The
down.
report's going to be pulled by ASO that states that you were stopped for the following reasons. A, improper driving issues.
Yes, sir.
Sticking your hand out the window, one hand on the wheel, looking opposite direction while you're going this way.
Yes, sir.
On a heavily congested roadway right after a Gator football game.
Roger
All
that.
right? Do you have any other questions that I can answer for you?
No, sir.
It's also going to be documented that it appeared you were in the middle of a sexual act. However, we're not filing charges on that, but that is part of the reason you were stopped, because that's what it looked like to everybody in this vehicle.
Okay.
All right? Any questions?
No, sir.
All right.